What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler and today I'm reviewing the Yeezy 500 Tyrian, or as I like to call it, the Yeezy 500 meh. Thanks so much for tuning in today. If you haven't already entered my giveaway for this pair of Travis Scott Nike Air Max 270 Reacts, make sure to do so. It's really easy to enter. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at RealSethFowler, and comment done under the picture of these sneakers on my Instagram. The giveaway ends tomorrow, so make sure to get your entries in as soon as possible. But back into the sneakers themselves, the Yeezy 500 High Tyrians dropped on May 16th for a retail price of $220. I actually got my pair off the Adidas draw, which I think anyone who entered that draw actually won because I'm not sure how popular of a sneaker this actually was. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it seemed like everyone who wanted a pair of these got these. So a little bit of backstory on the Yeezy 500 High. This is actually not the first time that this silhouette has released. A lot of you may remember the Slate colorway from last year, which I still think is one of the best Yeezy colorways to drop so far. This colorway, on the other hand, I'm not as excited about. In fact, I think this could be one of the worst Yeezy colorways to drop so far. I guess it's not that bad. It's not terrible. It's just kind of weird. And of course, being a Yeezy, it had a crazy name, so I had to look up what Tyrian meant, and apparently Tyrian red or imperial purple is a natural dye that's created by snails. So in a sense, this is a snail-colored Yeezy 500, which doesn't make me like it anymore. I mean, the colors themselves on their own aren't bad at all. I love purple, and this brown is fine, but together, it's weird. But enough of that, let's jump right into the sneaker itself and find out what makes up the Yeezy 500 Tyrian. Starting off around the toe of the sneaker, you've got this really nice reddish brown suede. It's a really interesting color and one that I would say can't really be accurately depicted in pictures. Not that that's a good thing or a bad thing, but you don't get the full effect unless you see this shoe in person. As you move up on the shoe, you get to these semi-gloss black leather accents, and just beneath those leather accents, you get to this sort of puffy, purplish blue neoprene material that's nicely padded. This purple padding material is the same material used on the 500 High Slates and also the 500 Low Stones. And again, I have no idea why they went with purple. I think it gives this shoe a very, very weird look. Continuing up on the shoe, you get to more of these suede details around the lace punch-outs, and weaving through those eyelets, you've got this black bungee cord type lace that has a drawstring at the end. So unlike the Yeezy 500 Slates, you can't actually tie this shoe. The only way to tighten the sneaker is to pull up the drawstring. Underneath the laces, you've got this black padded neoprene tongue, which is kind of interesting that they went with black because on the Slate colorway, the tongue was the same color as these little bubbles on the side of the shoe, but on this colorway, they went for a black, which kind of came out of nowhere. Then moving inside the shoe, you've got this black sock liner, which is really nicely padded, especially around the ankle. And then rounding off the inside of the shoe, you've got a black sock liner with the Yeezy and Adidas branding printed on the heel. As for sizing and fit, the Yeezy 500 High Tyrian definitely seems to fit true to size. However, everyone's feet are different, so I would suggest trying the shoe on first before you buy it to make sure you're grabbing the right size for you. Continuing back in the shoe, you get to more of your brown suede panels, accented by some of this purple neoprene and more of this black leather. And then just below that, you've got this thin, dark gray rubber panel that seems to separate the midsole from the upper of the shoe. And then moving around to the heel of the sneaker, you seem to have all the materials and colors that are present on the upper of the shoe in one place on the back. And then moving down on the shoe, you get to your dark gray adiprene midsole and your dark gray rubber outsole. The Yeezy 500 Tyrian is an interesting sneaker, and it's definitely not one that I'm in love with. The overall silhouette is fine. I really like the Slate colorway of this shoe, but this Tyrian colorway just doesn't do it for me, and I can't find myself ever really wearing this shoe because I don't know what I could match with it. That said, it's not a bad sneaker, and I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who love this sneaker, especially since it's sold out in most places. So if you like it, grab it. If you don't, don't. But now I would love to know your thoughts on the Yeezy 500 Tyrian and whether you grab the pair for yourself or whether you let this one go. So let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.